Meowdy, I'm in Montana and I'm hiking up to a waterfall. I'm in the mountains. I got my pack with me because there's bears. I love Montana, it's so pretty up here. So my plan for this video is, as much as I love this campground and would love to spend a couple nights here because it's beautiful and the cats are really liking it too. Today is Friday and everything's booked. Everything's been reserved. I can't stay here, unfortunately. So my plan for this video is I'm gonna go to the Missouri Headwaters. It's a state park. The issue with that is they only have like 19 campsites there and only 4 of them are first come first serve, and everything else is reserved because it's Friday. So I'm really not sure where I'm spending the night tonight, but the idea is basically I'm going to go to Bozeman and do a load of laundry and then also grab a few things from Walmart and then head to that Missouri Headwaters. It's like 68 miles from here. So I'm gonna slow down and take my time in Montana. I got through all of Wyoming in 1 week. But you know, there's no need to rush. It's June, and you know, I'd like to be in the Pacific Northwest by like say September, beginning of September. But I have quite a bit to see before that happens. A lot of miles too, so, or kilometers I should say, because I am heading up to Canada. But it is 9:30 in the morning, and before I leave this campground, I'm gonna go see this waterfall. It's only like a mile. So even though I'm like way up here in the mountains, you know, it's actually kind of warm and the humidity is pretty high. I'm kind of surprised by that. This morning everything was covered in dew. I am like, I don't know, 15 miles south of Livingston off of Highway 89. And it was beautiful driving up here. I think Highway 89 might be the most beautiful scenic drive in the country, really. I mean, it goes through all the epic, amazing stuff down in Arizona and Utah. Takes you through Yellowstone up to Montana here. It'd be cool to have just do the whole thing on a motorcycle or something, you know. Look at that flowing creek there, beautiful. But you know, if I do spend the night at that Headwaters State Park, it's probably going to be even warmer there because that's not in the mountains. It's down there just north of I-90 and west of Bozeman. So This is my third time coming through Montana. And that big sky thing it's for real. I mean, it feels like you could just reach up and touch the sky around here. It's amazing. My first time coming to Montana was 2012. My ex won tickets to the Marlboro Ranch in the Crazy Mountains. Yeah, they're actually called Crazy Mountains. Just northeast of Bozeman. It's since been like shut down, you know. I think they just did that for a sort of a tax write-off or something, but that was a hell of a good time. We got to go up there. They decked us out with like Stetsons and fancy cowboy boots, and I got to ride a horse. I got to drive an H1 Humvee on this off-road trail. It was pretty cool. Did zip lines, ate exotic, crazy, weird foods, and it was pretty sweet. It was a good time. We flew into Bozeman, hopped on a bus, and then went up to this just basically little mountain resort that was owned by Marlboro. Second time I went through Montana. Drove down here from Alberta with my brother, went through Glacier. Beautiful scenic drive through Glacier. Then we tent camped in West Glacier in grizzly bear country and stuff. Had a really good time, and then went to Kalispell. I rented a car. My brother drove back to his place in Canada, and I road tripped all the way through Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska. Just spent about a week getting back home. It was incredible. And I actually camped at this same exact campground. This was like the beginning of September. Nobody was around. I didn't do this hike. I should have. But yeah, the scenery was just incredible. One thing about Montana is it's huge. Like, if you want to get from point A to point B, you're going to be driving for 6 hours. It's a massive, huge state. Oh wow, look at this. Wonder if this is the waterfall. I hear something pretty dramatic rushing water. Oh yeah. Wow, okay. I gotta cross this. Maybe this ain't the waterfall. Maybe you keep going. That's pretty good though. Look at these rapids, man. Incredible. Wow. That is some crisp, clean water. You could just drink that, no problem. At the beginning of my last video, I was camped at the Missouri River, and that water did not look clean at all. It was pretty brown. Yeah, it's a pretty cool hike. There are people around. So I was talking to the camp host because the road coming up to this campground it's harsh. You're definitely not going to see any travel trailers or any large Class C's even up here. It's all going to be, you know, tent people and camper vans and stuff. I told him, I was like, you know, I'm really surprised that this place is all booked up and popular like that. He's like, well, it shouldn't be, but he said like TripAdvisor or something put this place on the map, and he said like the KOA in Livingston tells everyone to come do this hike and stuff. So Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness. Doing a pretty rocky hill climb here. All right, that was a heck of a hike, but I am here at a waterfall. I was told to go across this real sketchy bridge here to get another angle on it. Whew. Yeah, it was like all uphill. Check this out, wow. Yeah, worth it. Wow, man. All right, let's go over here. I think if you go another like 5 miles, you can get to a lake, but I need to get out of here because checkout's at like noon. But cool. I guess if I climb over these logs, I can get a different view of it here, different perspective. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's like a double waterfall. It goes that way and over here. Too cool. Look at this, man. Yeah, this is pretty much what I've been after for my summertime. Stuff like this, man. This is making me really have to go pee, so. Magnificent. All right, I'm heading back to camp. Here at the Walmart in Bozeman. Big old military convoy on the interstate. That was kind of neat. I had to put the hammer down on my little 4.8 to get ahead of them though, because the speed limit's Mach 1. That old square body bourbon with the barn doors. Sweet. It's like a pretty Walmart. It's like the building is like nice looking. That was one of the nicest Walmarts I've ever been to. Bozeman is like bougie. I'm heading to the laundromat. It's like 2 miles from here. The clothesline. Alright, laundry's done. I'm stopping in the Safeway for a few things and then gonna get gas right there. And then we're heading west. It is 3 o'clock already. Alright, 95 bucks. Got gas. It's 3:30. I'm heading west to that Missouri River Headwaters, and hopefully I can just camp there. Check it out. I got lucky. I got a spot. And there's prairie dogs here. The cats are gonna be going freaking nuts. I have to keep this boy away from these prairie dogs. Otherwise he's gonna get the plague. And I'm across from this teepee. That's cool. So the lady told me that like a whole group reserved every spot here. So that's why the place was full up. So these two sites right here by the teepee are first come, first serve. Nobody's in them. And there's more sites down there that are the same story, but I think I'd rather just be way up here away from the group. It is hot here. I don't know why. I thought Montana was not going to be hot. It's not like hot, but it's pretty damn warm. It's in the 80s. I mean, we're not in the mountains. We're kind of in the plains still, but so I gotta go pay for this. It's gonna be a lot because I'm a non-resident, but apparently there's moose too. Alright, I'm a little nervous about the prairie dog situation. The lady moved me over to site number 2. She said number 1 was taken, even though no one's there, but that's what they had in their system anyway. Don't go nowhere, cutie butts. Yeah, it's 83 degrees here, which ain't terrible, but it's still pretty warm. So I put out my awning. I'm about to put my cab cover on just to help a little bit. It's like 4:45 right now, so I've got you know, probably about 2.5 more hours of hot. Not too bad though, not too bad. Yeah, I think these guys would stay away from my cat. I just don't want my cats to get bit by a prairie dog. But yeah, this place is some guy was in the office, and I told him I was going to head to the Lewis and Clark Caverns tomorrow. He said that place fills up real fast too, so I don't know. Montana's popular. I've never spent time here in the summer, you know. I've just driven through, so, well, other than being in a private ranch. But, so, anyway, I'm gonna get this set up, and then I need to eat something. I'm hungry. Dinner tonight is this poke bowl. I love poke bowl. As long as they don't have those, like, pickled seaweed green things, they're so gross. Well, let's look at this teepee. Apparently you can rent that. Kind of neat. I am not wearing a shirt. So I am not turning the camera around. Yeah, it's kind of standard teepee, you know. Modern fabric, not hide like it would be traditionally. Got some AstroTurf on the floor. Oh, look at that. A couple of cots in there. It's pretty neat. Yeah, this is actually better that I didn't get that site, because that site has way more prairie dog stuff going on. These cats would be causing mischief. Theodore, though, he keeps trying to get up in this dense shrubbery, and as long as he don't slip out of that harness, all is well. Cutie Butts just came out. I don't know where she went. Oh, she's back in here. You doing all right, girl? Yep, she's good. So yeah, it's 83, 84 here. I was just complaining to myself about that, and then I looked at my weather station back in Omaha, and it's 89 feels like 98.5 because humidity is 58%. Dew point is like 70 there. Humidity here is 19. And tomorrow's high is way cooler. It's supposed to storm. My buddy Craig sends me links to weather videos if there's anything going on where I am. And yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, there's supposed to be some storms in this area. So, cold front, cool things weighed down. I'm gonna chill for a little while, and then we'll go check out where the Missouri River starts officially, the headwaters. I grew up along that river. It's pretty gross down in Nebraska. There's like dookie floating down it and everything, but up here we'll see where it begins. The Missouri's real pretty through South Dakota, like over by Chamberlain and stuff. The water's a lot cleaner looking. And if you've been watching where I camped, my first camp since I hit the road again after stopping back in Omaha was along the Missouri. Well, it has cooled down nicely. It is much better. It's about 7 o'clock now. Got some clouds over the sun there. I've decided tomorrow morning we'll go check out the headwaters of the Missouri. Also, Montana has a lot of mosquitoes, I've noticed. I expected that, especially being up north. But yeah, we're just kind of enjoying it here, just kind of taking a rest. The cats are really enjoying this spot. It's small, but it's you know, at least we're not moving around. So I will see you guys in the morning. We'll go check out the headwaters of the Missouri River, and then I think I am going to go to that Lewis and Clark Caverns. Looks kind of neat. And we're pretty close to it, so it might as well, you know. Probably spend the night there again. It's $28 if you're a non-resident for the state park entry fee plus camping. Alright, first up we got this log cabin. It has no roof. You see, it's not pronounced rough, it's roof. It's a roof. Built in 1917, used as a milk house. So they had like a little dairy farm here. And this little sign right here kind of tells you the different ways you can cut the logs to make them fit together. Pretty neat. It's short. I mean, that doorway that's probably 5 feet. I don't think it had a concrete floor back in 1917. Yeah, this might be like a replica or something, or maybe they reconstructed it with the same logs. That's probably what it is. Over here we have a dugout canoe. That's a big one. There was a dugout over there at Crazy Horse in their museum. And I trimmed the video up, but the sign on it said it was made by like the Pohantans or something. The same group that Pocahontas was part of. Looks like some critters have gotten in there. There's some shredded stuff going on. Oh, look at them old square head screws there. This thing's cool. So yeah, 0.4 miles to the confluence. So we're gonna go hike up there and check it out. Thomas Frederick Flour Mill. Scattered about this area are the remnants of it. There's a neat. The weather is significantly cooler. It's gonna rain. I got an alert on my phone saying, hey, it's about to rain. I'm going to be leaving here in a couple hours and head to that Lewis and Clark Caverns. I don't really want to spend more money on state park campgrounds, but it might be the better option rather than getting all up in the woods, especially if it's going to be storming all day. And I want to film whatever that is for you guys. I had a good night. I was up pretty late. I couldn't get to sleep, but once I did, I slept good. I think it was just the heat, but it's about 50 degrees now. Feels good. So many mosquitoes. Oh my God. I left the door open for a while so the cats could get in and out. And man, my van was full of them. Yeah, so far everyone I've encountered here in Montana has been very friendly. Everybody seems to just be enjoying life up here. It's nice. We're almost there. This is one of the tributaries, I believe. It's right down there is where the official start of the Missouri. Yeah, I don't know what. We'll read a sign. It says on maps too what this river is called. But the actual Missouri is up here. It actually, this is a full-blown river right here. It's not just a bunch of little streams that, conjoin. It's like two other rivers flow into this one. And water looks about the same as what I'd expect from the Missouri. It's pretty muddy looking. We got a railroad bridge way up ahead. Pretty eroded bank here. We got a stay off the bank kind of sign here. Let's go read these boards over here. There's a parking area. Got some pelicans. Not a whole lot of, I guess we have pay money for a map, 50 cents, quarters only. I didn't bring any quarters with me. That's a shame. Well, it must be up here. Let's go check it out. That other signage didn't say much at all. Just kind of like rules, I'm sure there's like an official marker, that's what I'm looking for. I want to get as close to the actual geological surveyed. This is it. This is where it starts. It's really the goal here. So according to Google Maps, we already saw it. It was way back there. There was like no sign or anything. I guess we'll head back that way here in a minute. Take a look at these views real quick. There doesn't really seem to be much up this way. It's just kind of a hiking area, really. So yeah, this is the Missouri River. For having just begun, it's pretty impressive already, Water looks a little more clear over here, but yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Yeah, I was for sure there'd be some signage or something, but it's still a really cool thing to see, you know. The campground here is pretty neat too. I mean, it's a good spot to stop, especially if you're traveling on I-90 and need a place to spend the night, you know. It's like less than half the price of the RV parks around here. $28. All right, so this is it, right where this sign with the just what Thomas Jefferson said. But this is the point where the Missouri River starts. So that is the Missouri, and then we have this feeding into it and that feeding into it. So two rivers sort of confluence here, and then that is the official start of the Missouri River. Pretty cool. All right, so I just looked at Google Maps. So Madison River and Jefferson River, or Jefferson, Madison, one or the other. So the Madison and the Jefferson combine to make the Missouri. Pretty cool. So right across the street from the campground, we've got this, looks like an old homestead. We'll go check that out here in a second. Some old, we'll call them ruins. Here we have sort of an interpretive shelter thing. They have, you press a button and the speaker talks to you. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to have to edit the audio from that. I'm sure it's gonna be loud. Pelicans, beavers, hawks, rodents. Cottonwoods, warblers, eagles, ducks, meadowlarks, and moose. Here is a sort of a topographical deal. Clark and Sacagawea, 1806. Lewis and Clark Trail, 1805. To the caverns, that's where we're heading. Alright, let's go look at these old structures here. See what it says about them. They're pretty derelict, pretty messed up. These are the last remaining structures of what was once Second Gallatin City, 1865 to 1880s. So the railroad bypassed it and then the town died. That's pretty common. Pretty standard procedure. Let's go look at some ruins of Second Gallatin City. There are a ton of people here. It looks like they're all getting ready to go do some cycling. There's a steamship. Looks like it was just right there on the river. Gallatin City 2. Had a flour mill, racetrack, stores, stage stop. You are standing in front of the remnant of the old hotel. And there it is. Look at all of this stuff, man. Several decades after this place was abandoned, where none of this stuff was worth anything to anyone. It wasn't considered history yet. And luckily it survived somehow. If this was in a place where wood was scarce, it would have definitely been torn down and recycled. And here you can see how they've preserved it. They got these like 6x6 timbers with carriage bolts running through to hold the structure up. Very similar looking logs to that cabin we saw earlier, where they've been sort of milled so they're not totally round. Hand-hewn logs. So it was bigger and they did recycle some of it. And it was used as a barn after the hotel kind of business kind of died out. That's pretty cool. Imagine life back then, no vehicles, no interstate, no roads, just horses and wagons. I'm sure it was actually very quiet and peaceful, you know. And you're right here by these rivers, so you could actually like bathe and life wouldn't be too terrible, I wouldn't think. Winters though, up here, I bet that was pretty harsh. You'd have to chop a lot of wood, store a lot of meat. Yeah, that's the whole town. This cool old bridge right here too. It's a fairly heavy duty little bridge. I bet that was a railroad bridge. It's definitely the type of wood they would have used for the tracks. So there's really no more signage explaining any of these buildings. Maybe there is on the other side, but you can't really go up in here and walk around. That building up there looks a little newer. It's got a shingled roof and everything, and then that barn right there has got a metal roof. Got some pigeons chilling over there. Yep, Gallatin 2. Pretty cool. Got a couple more. It's like a stable. And that's over there's, I don't know, chicken coop or something. See, this still has hay and rope and things in it. Got shingled siding on that little addition on the back there. We've got this real cool old looking cabin. I'm actually kind of surprised by the lack of signage around here, to be honest with you. But hey, it's still cool to see this stuff. Cool history. All right, you know what? I am gonna pack up. I'm gonna get out of here and head over to that Lewis and Clark Caverns. I'm interested to see what that's all about. And if I can spend the night there, that'd be great. I'm really sick of moving around at the moment, so I'd like to just get there and then just be done for the day. Stay put, hang out. Maybe I could pull something out of the freezer and grill later. Let my poor cats have a rest. Today is a Saturday, so we'll see how busy the other place is, but I think this would be a good time of day to show up there and try to find a camping spot. People are probably rolling out, you know. So anyway, I'll see ya. So Lewis and Clark Caverns ended up being extremely cool and worthy of its own video. So I've decided to split this one up instead of cutting out a bunch of really good footage. So stay tuned for Lewis and Clark Caverns State Park. It is amazing, and if you're going through Montana, you should definitely stop and check that out. Spoiler alert, it's another cave tour. I said I was not gonna do any more cave tours for a while. I didn't know what Lewis and Clark Caverns was until I actually got there, but it was amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Missouri River Headwaters State Park and that awesome waterfall that we hiked to. I am really enjoying Montana. This is definitely where it's at in the summertime. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Lewis and Clark Caverns. It's awesome.